Hello, Elkhart Community Schools. I'm sending you this message to share with you that at Tuesday night's board meeting, the School Board of Trustees has decided that Elkhart Community Schools will be returning to school more regularly. This is the consensus of members of the school community. And while it is a time of uncertainty, and we will definitely need grace and patience as we return to the classroom 4 days a week, we also have to understand that we're operating from different views within our school community. We know this is a time of uncertainty and even fear for some people. But it is time for us to return our students to the classroom more regularly. In order for this to take place, we will transition during the middle of March. On March 8th, we will bring elementary students back into our classrooms for grades K through 6. 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. Friday will remain an e-learning day. For our secondary students in middle school, high school, and the Career Center, we will return those students to the classroom 4 days a week, beginning Monday, March 15th. That will allow us to transition at the natural break of the fourth 9 weeks, which is the beginning of a new mini-mester and a new schedule. By staggering the 2 weeks, that allows us to be able to have a week of transition where for food service and transportation, we can have that organized and ready to go as we then get ready to bring the high school students back. The Career Center will also operate under 4 full days, Monday through Thursday, with an alternate schedule that will involve some Fridays in session as well. This change requires that we prepare our classrooms and be ready for that. So one important thing to notice is that on Friday, March 5th, as we prepare for that return, instead of that being a day in session as had been indicated on our calendar under a recent revision, that will return to an e-learning day to allow staff in our buildings to be ready for March 8th. We know that for some families there is concern about returning. So if there is an immediate reason based on health that someone would not want to be returning to the classroom more regularly, that would be a change to schedule that would be granted based on health reasons, as has been done all along during the course of the year. If someone is currently hybrid and would like to go to fully virtual, if someone is virtual and would like to go hybrid and return more days per week, those will have to be evaluated on a case-by-case basis and evaluated through our instructional leadership department. That will depend upon space within our buildings and the ability for supervision. Given that we'll have higher numbers of students in our buildings and closer proximity in some of our classrooms, we would require that masks be worn at all time. These should be cloth masks that fit snugly over the nose and face so that we can ensure that we're containing any spread that could happen through vapors and breath. Finally, as we do this, patience is going to be really necessary from everyone in the school community as we navigate this transition. And what people can do to help is to show that grace and patience and allow us to work through these first couple weeks prior to spring break. Also, what you can do as families and community members to help us is to potentially pitch in and come in and work in our buildings. As we go to return more students to the classroom, there will be more demands upon our ability to serve meals and to be able to transport students and to just have supervision within our buildings. We have openings for food service, bus drivers, helpers, paraprofessionals, and substitute positions across the district. If you would be able to help in some of those positions during hours of the day, that would be really helpful for us as we go to return students to the schedule that many people are asking for. Again, we know that this covers a wide range of needs within our district, and we're trying to, as we always have, find that middle ground between safety and the concern that we have for students and families and the educational needs of our students. We know that having students in the classroom is ideally the best place for them to be so that we can have those touch points and continue to know every student by name. We thank you for your continued trust in us, and we will do our very best as we move forward to educate the students of Elkhart and Bristol. Thank you.